So I just came across this project called Lynx, and it's all about empowering developers to create native UIs across platforms. Pretty intriguing.
Wait, really? Native UIs from a single code base. That sounds like a game changer for developers. How does it pull that off?
It's got this idea of write once, render anywhere. Like you write your code once and it seamlessly adapts to Android, iOS, and even web.
That's cool, but I have to wonder about performance. Does it really hold up across all those platforms?
Good question. They claim it achieves instant launch and smooth UI responsiveness using a multi-threaded engine. Sounds impressive.
Okay, but what's the catch? I mean, it's open source, so are there limitations or potential hiccups developers should be aware of?
Yeah, they mention that macOS is the recommended development environment. Windows and Linux aren't fully verified yet, which could be a barrier.
That's important to note. It's like if you're a Windows developer, you might hit some snags, but how's the learning curve? Is it user-friendly?
They say it's designed with web developers in mind, leveraging CSS and React. So for those familiar with web tech, it might feel pretty intuitive.
That's a smart move, but what if someone doesn't have a strong web background? Can they still pick it up?
I guess it would depend on the individual's willingness to learn, but the documentation should help ease that transition.
Speaking of documentation, have you checked how comprehensive it is? Sometimes that can make or break a project like this.
It seems pretty solid. They even have a getting started guide and integration tips for existing apps, which could be really handy.
That's encouraging. So what else makes Lynx stand out? Any unique features or cool capabilities?
They emphasize performance at scale, meaning it can handle larger applications without lag. That's a big deal for serious projects.
Absolutely, but I wonder how it stacks up against established frameworks like Flutter or React Native. Any insights?
Well, Lynx draws inspiration from those frameworks, so it could appeal to developers who already like their concepts.
That's interesting. But do you think it could become a real competitor, or is it more of a niche solution?
It might fill a specific niche, especially for teams familiar with web technologies, but breaking into the mainstream could be tough.
Right? And there's always that challenge of community support. A project thrives with active contributors and users.
Exactly, the success of open source projects often hinges on having a vibrant community. They have a Discord channel for discussions, which is a good sign.
That's crucial. But what about long-term sustainability? Open source projects can falter without ongoing commitment.
Good point, they seem to be putting effort into fostering contributions, which could help with longevity.
So overall, Lynx sounds promising but comes with its share of uncertainties. Would you give it a shot?
I think I would. The concept is compelling, and I'm curious to see how it performs. It could be fun to experiment.
Definitely. And if it helps streamline development across platforms, it might be worth it just for that benefit.
Totally, but it's always a balance of potential versus actual usability in real-world scenarios.
Exactly. And I think we need more tools that genuinely make developers' lives easier, especially in multi-platform environments.
For sure, so with links, we might be one step closer to achieving that seamless experience developers crave.
I love the sound of that. But I'm curious, what are the implications for mobile app development as a whole?
It could disrupt traditional approaches, pushing developers to think differently about how they build apps across devices.
And we might see a shift in how teams structure their development processes, especially with a tool like Lynx.
Exactly, it's fascinating to think about the ripple effects this could have across the industry.
And as they improve the technology, it might open doors for more innovation in app interfaces.
Definitely, who knows, this could lead to a whole new wave of creativity in app design and user experience.
Absolutely. But there's always that lingering question, will it truly deliver on its promises?
That's the million-dollar question. I guess we'll have to keep an eye on its evolution and user feedback.
For sure. And as more developers dive in, we'll see how well it really works in practice.
Exactly, and I'm looking forward to hearing stories from early adopters. That could be really enlightening.
Agreed. It's always interesting to see the real-world application of new technologies.
And who knows, links might just be the next big thing in cross-platform development.
Let's hope so. It would be exciting to see how it could reshape the landscape of mobile and web development.
Definitely, so are we ready to dive in and explore links ourselves?
Absolutely. Let's see what all the fuss is about, and maybe we'll uncover some hidden gems along the way.